Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Those ones, empaths. Narcissists are changing rapidly. They're evolving. You see, I do bear witness to the comment section, and there are narcissists that watch this channel. They're not really welcome here. You know, they shouldn't be watching the channel. But what it's made me realize is, you know, this dating scene nowadays is getting more and more difficult, because these narcissists that are involved in your life and other narcissists around the globe, they're realizing that people are waking up to what they're doing, right? They're realizing people are waking up to what they're doing, and they're evolving. This dusty weirdo species is evolving, right? And they've got no choice but to resort to this tactic to get involved in your life, and they're learning the terminology in narcissism. They're learning empath terminology, and they're disguising themselves as empaths. They're disguising themselves as spiritually awakened empaths that have been through narcissistic abuse, right? And they use this as a ploy or an attempt to pull on your emotional heartstrings, your empathy, right? And to lure you out, basically. You see, they present themselves as an authentic empath, you know, and they'll play it well initially. They'll play it very well, you know. And the thing is this is what empaths, you know, struggle with, you know. When they see someone, which narcissists do, narcissists play the victim, but they're just playing it in another role now. They're playing, you know, narcissists would play the victim. They always play the victim. They make you feel sorry for them. They make you feel bad for them. But this is their tactic to get involved in your life, you see. They're playing themselves as a narcissistic abuse victim. This is what the covert narcissists are doing nowadays. So the thing is you could meet someone, you think they're a fellow empath, you think they're a narcissistic abuse victim, you know, and you're connecting based on the experiences you shared of going through narcissistic abuse, and it's just another narcissist, you know. And they'll play this so well. They've studied information to know how to communicate effectively about narcissistic abuse, right? They know the terminology. They might even, you know phrases that you are not aware of, you know, and they might bring some things to your attention about narcissistic abuse, but they let it slip, you know. The narcissist can't keep it up, you know. There'll be certain telltale signs in them, you know, that will give it away. You know, they might lash out verbally, you know, at you, which will come in a devaluing form. Or they might be very irritable, you know. Them trying to keep up this facade will take a toll on them, you know. It's very difficult for them to try and play this role. But this is the only option they have left. This is the only option they have left, because you're all waking up. You're all waking up to the narcissist. They had to change their game plan, you know. And narcissists aren't watching self-aware narcissists. They're watching empath channels and chosen one channels. They're taking time out of their day, a lot of time, you know. They're actually subscribing to these channels, you know. They're watching them thoroughly, you know. They're commenting, they're doing all of these things, you know, learning about how to deceive a victim or deceive you, you know. And this is why the dating scene is getting more and more difficult, because not only do you have narcissists and other toxic individuals out there, you also have these narcissists that have switched on to change their game plan to infiltrate your life, right? And they play it well. They do play it well, but there's telltale signs. There is telltale signs. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help me brother out. It'll take 2 seconds at a time. Just like this video showed up for you, help it show up for someone else in the community that it may be a benefit of. Please help with the algorithm. You know, this is how the content gets shown to people in a time of need, right? This could really help some of this video. You know, there is telltale signs of these narcissists. You see, like, the thing is if you're involved in a relationship with someone, right? You think they're an empath, or you think they've been through narcissistic abuse, or, you know, you think these things, right? And then they start, you know, so they've opened your heart a bit, you've opened up to them, and then they start displaying tendencies and, you know, weird behavior, right? Abusive behavior. That's the moment that you detach, right? And you may be already a bit involved with them, you know, but that's the moment you emotionally detach from the situation, you know, because they can't help themselves. They're going to have to let it slip. They're going to have to let something out of there. You know, they're going to have to let something out, you know, something narcissistic. They're going to do something, you know, they're going to do some abuse from their classic textbook of narcissism. You know, they're going to let something out, gaslighting, silent treatment, you know, whatever, right? Some sort of abusive behavior, you know, devaluation, you know, whatever, you know, from the classic narcissistic textbook, right? They're gonna let something out. They're gonna devalue you. They're gonna go hot and cold on you. They're gonna do something. They're gonna pull away. They're gonna try and bait you. They're gonna do something, right? You know, and it's at that point that you need to, like, be like, shit, you know, oh my God, you know, they you know, you could have already been through a whole experience of a narcissist in your life, you know, and you met someone and you thought, yeah, they're empathetic, or yeah, they're a narcissistic abuse victim and they're a survivor, and, you know, and you thought you're growing together and building a bond, and they're just another narcissist, you know. And that's the way they display themselves, you know. This is that victimhood syndrome that they have, that they like playing, and that's why they can play it so well. They can portray themselves as a victim, someone that's been hurt, someone that's been abused, and it's just a whole bag of shit. It's a whole bag of lies, you know. They make it out that, you know, they were narcissistically abused and this and that, you know. And the thing is, you might listen to them, you might engage with the conversations, you might try and help them, you might try and support them, you know, you help them in the best way that you possibly can by your abilities at the time, you know. You'll be there for them, right? But they'll let something out, you know. They'll try and devalue you one day, or they'll try and gaslight you one day, or they'll, you know, they'll be irritable one day. They'll do something narcissistic, right? And it's at that point when you finally, you know, say eureka, you have the epiphany that, wow, that's a narcissist, right? Or a toxic individual at least, right? You know, that's when you just need to back away, you know. This is a covert toxic individual, narcissist, dusty weirdo that has tried to infiltrate your life. And they have no choice. The narcissists have no choice but to resort to this tactic to get you involved in their life. They know you're switching on. They know you're waking up. They know you're not going to take no BS, right? And this is the tactic they use to infiltrate your life now. This is the tactic they use. This is the new game of the narcissist to play, right? Pretending to be an empath, pretending to be a victim, right? This is how they try to pull the wool over your eyes. So watch out for this, you know? Watch out for this, you know? It's frustrating, it's annoying, but, you know, this information on this channel, on our channel, and other channels alike is helping many victims of narcissistic abuse. And at the same time, you know, the narcissists are also learning the information and digesting the information and using it in their weaponry to infiltrate the lives of victims of narcissistic abuse and empaths and chosen ones. And, you know, like, they're weirdos. Who does that? who spends all their time, you know, watching narcissistic abusive content, right? And then like making up this whole, you know, song and dance and this whole story about they're a victim of narcissistic abuse just to infiltrate the life of the chosen one. That should emphasize to you how pivotal and how crucial it is for these narcissists to have an empath, right? That is the lengths they go to have an empath, because, you know, they try and have these other relationships with other toxic individuals and narcissists like themselves, and they just don't work out. And that's why narcissists are going to these lengths, right? They're putting in this much energy, you know, watching content, learning the terms, learning the terminology, making a victim story. They're putting in a lot of effort to literally lock down an empath, right? So the moment that you catch on to anything, you see any red flags, you know, or, you know, you get the epiphany, you get the awakening that you're dealing with another narcissist, just back away quietly, you know, back away quietly and let them get on with their lives. So anyway, if you want access to a gallery of exclusive unseen videos and a chance to reach out to me personally for your video request ideas you have, there's a 3-day free trial that can be easily cancelled at any time by going to your account page. All video requests are processed and uploaded within 24 hours from when requests were submitted. A link to the Zion membership website should appear on your screen now. Thanks for listening today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you want to donate, you don't have to, but if you would like to donate or support to the channel, you can always find the link in the description box. For more spiritual-based narcissism content, check out the other channel, links in the description box. Please visit the forums. One of them is Tips to Heal, and I'd love to find out what helps you in your journey. Please book a healing session with me if you are struggling, need advice, or want some light shed on your situation. Talking to someone who understands really helps. The Empath monthly group meeting is coming up on the 28th of this month. Limited space is available. There's a WhatsApp group for survivors to stay in touch. I'm also doing email crisis support. If you need advice and a plan of action, you can always reach out. The links for all I've mentioned are in the description box below. If you'd like to know more about this is what makes a narcissist revalue you after discarding you, click this video here. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.